everyone, it's your girl Meli, and I'm coming to you with another video on a wonderful topic. I know it's been a while since we have seen each other, but I appreciate you for joining me here today. I think this is going to be a great one and you're going to enjoy it. I just want to give you guys an update. I am on our new boat, carrying our new baby, and that's all the updates I got for y'all, okay? This one is a girl, and I'm sure y'all will see her at some point when she does arrive. But let's get down to it. Let's get down to the topic of today's video. So we are going to talk about, I like to call the situation McDonald's dad and four-time baby mama. Now, I know you've all have seen the video, and it's rather disturbing, the reactions that everyone is having, because it's very mixed, and I feel like, you know, it shouldn't be as mixed reactions as I am seeing. But let me break it down to you, and let me tell you guys my viewpoint. And if you agree with me, then let me know you agree with me. If you disagree with me, let me know why. After this video, leave me a comment, send me a DM, hit me up on Twitter. I'm on all the platforms, y'all. So let's get into it. I do not necessarily believe that the father was wrong in the situation. And I don't believe that he was wrong because of a few different reasons. One, he only has one child with that woman. He's not in a romantic relationship with that woman. If you think about it, all right, think about it from a individual's perspective, right? Think about it as, you know, you have your child at daycare, right? And every day you go bring your child some lunch, or you take your child with you to eat, and then you bring them back to their daycare for the rest of the day or school or whatever. Are you going to provide food for the other children that are there? Or is it only your child that is your obligation? Now, I've seen a few posts. I've seen a woman saying that, if I know that there's 8 children over there, I'm buying 8 Happy Meals. That is nonsense, and that is straight cap, because you and I both know that is not true. So let's not pretend like that is true. Okay, we are on our way to a recession. All right. And in my humble opinion, it's okay to go through hard times. Every now and then it happens, you know. Life is one crazy thing. There's good days, there's bad days, there's good times, there's bad times. Things happen in life, and I get that. But when you're in a position of, okay, I'm kind of messed up financially right now. We are legitimately 100% depending on food stamps to eat. Once I run out of food stamps, my family cannot eat. That is a clear indicator that you need to be doing something different. You need to be doing something on top of whatever it is you're currently doing, because what you're currently doing is not working, right? It's not working. If you are looking at your children at the end of the month and they're hungry, you're doing something wrong. Now, I do not have any respect for this mother, for the simple fact that everybody knows if you are a woman, there are so many different ways to make money. Now, some may say, hey, Meli, you know, I had to make the argument of, if I work more or get a different job or get a higher paying job, I'm going to lose my benefits. I'm going to lose the amount of benefits that I get, and then I'm back to square one. First and foremost, you should not be comfortable living off of government assistance for the rest of your life. You should not. I repeat, as a woman, as a man, as an individual, you should not be limiting yourself just so you can keep government assistance. That's not how we should be living. We need to let go of that mentality. All right, it's one thing to cheat the system, you know, get this and that where you can, because truth be told, we built this damn country. We deserve a little something, you know what I'm saying? But you should not have that mindset of, I am not going to elevate in life because I want to make sure that I can keep my food stamps, or I want to make sure that I can keep this, and I want to make sure I can keep that. That's rule number one. That's not what we should be doing. But back to my original point. if you are in the predicament where you are dependent on food stamps solely, once the food stamps are gone, you ain't got no extra money to do this, that, or the third, and you have one of your child's father, what is it? 1 of 4. All right, 1 of 4 is a willing, active participant in your child's life. Why are you not allowing that father to have custody of his child? If you can't do it, you can't handle the financial responsibility of all 4. And there is one that is saying, all right, you know what? My son called me and told me he was hungry, told me there was no food in the house, told me you haven't fed him. I need you to bring me some food. You have a man that is able to do that for one of your child. Go ahead, let him take that child and alleviate a little bit of that financial distress that you are currently in. Y'all gotta realize that life is about your mentality. Okay, if you think every single day, I'm gonna be in this position forever, I don't know how I'm gonna get out of this position, I promise you, you're not gonna get out of that position. So the simple fact that in this video, Dad says, I don't know what you're talking about, I don't know why you're acting this way, if you're gonna say that he can't eat this food in the house, give me my son, bring me my son. And then the mother says no. How is he wrong? First, it's a situation of, well, how are you gonna have your child in the house eating in front of his siblings? All right, let's not eat in front of his siblings. Bring him to me. Now it's, how are you gonna have your child's siblings knowing that their brother, you know, got to go with their dad, got to go out and eat restaurant food while we're hungry? How can he win? And then it's a situation of, okay, or I'm sorry, then y'all baby mamas, y'all serial baby mamas that somehow relate to this situation want to say, well, if he goes and gets custody of his son, that's not fair for the other kids, because the other kids still gonna be living in the situation and circumstances that they're living in. So it seems to me that no matter what this father could potentially do or possibly do, there is no winning. Why is there no winning? Because for some reason, y'all have an issue with fathers who actually want to be there, but don't want you. And that is where everybody is relating to this woman's situation. And truth be told, I can't relate to that. I can't relate to that because I am going to be, I hold myself accountable for things that I do. And I believe that everybody should have some type of self-accountability. Okay? So my initial thought was, hold on, wait a minute. Why are you in this predicament? And why do you have 4 baby daddies, 3 or 4 don't do nothing for your kids, and you are expecting that to be the 4th child's father's issue and his problem? That's where we got to start, ladies. That's where we got to think, hold on, record scratch, we went wrong somewhere, let's take it a step back. Why are you a 4-time baby mama? Because if you ask me, this woman's situation could have been avoided. Now, I'm seeing all types of posts, you know, in regards to the new overturn of Roe v. Wade, talking about some crazy nonsense of, quote unquote, so y'all want us to have kids by the man that don't have no McDonald's money? But the real question, and where, again, that self-accountability comes into play, is why are y'all busting it wide open for a man that does not have McDonald's money? Let's not even get, like, how are you even getting to the point of, all right, there's a baby and now I can't abort it because now I can't abort it and we're gonna be in financial distress because this man broke. You knew he was broke when you was busting it wide open, so just why? Okay, we need to understand, and we need to hold each other, and that's gonna be, you know, a real topic, or what's the word I'm looking for? Not topic of this video, but a highlight of this video. I'm sorry, y'all. Accountability. All right, accountability is so important. And accountability is something that a lot of women are lacking. And lacking accountability is what is keeping us behind. Because let me tell you something. You will never see a white woman on the internet in this fashion. I have yet to see it. I have yet to see a white woman doing something like this. So why is it okay in our community, and why are there women defending this woman's actions? Not only did this woman say to this trying father, he not gonna eat this food, she also said, you cannot take your son. She also took the food and the drink, threw it on the ground, so nobody gets to eat. So those of you who are agreeing with her immature mentality, you mean to tell me that it makes sense that the father brought some food and you are upset and angry about your personal situation so that now nobody eats? It's bad enough 4 kids are hungry. One child's father came to provide food for one of the child. Now we're back to 4 hungry children. And y'all are defending this foolishness? Something's not right. And something's not adding up. And we need to go back somewhere and figure out, when did this become acceptable by society? Why is there no shame when it comes to something like this? Why are we proud and saying things like, oh yeah, my second daddy better than my first baby daddy? Oh yeah, you don't really like the first baby daddy, but that fourth one be hitting. Why are we saying things like that? Why are we accepting things like that? Not too long ago, when our grandparents were of adolescent age, it was embarrassing to have a child out of wedlock. It was embarrassing to be chasing a man down for child support, because women understood the importance of, I will not bear a child for you unless you give me your last name. But now we are seeing more baby showers than we're seeing weddings. Now we are seeing these extravagant baby showers as if they are weddings. We have our children growing up in straight dysfunction, and that is what those children are growing up in. And you ladies, some of you ladies, are defending that. You're perpetuating the issue at hand, and that's not okay. We're not doing that. And I've just been in my own little world and in my own zone, embracing my pregnancy, enjoying my marriage, enjoying what I have going on, and enjoying what I have worked so hard to manifest. Because I know you guys remember seeing my post from, what was it, maybe 3-4 years ago, when I said, I am nobody's baby mama because I'm somebody's wife. That goes back to my post that I made today about your mindset. Being a wife starts with your mindset. And if you have the mindset of, you know what, he kind of cool, basically if you have the mindset of any dude that can smooth talk you out your drawers, get access, any dude that will spend $1,000 on you, gets that raw dog action, you ain't never gonna be nobody's wife. Okay? Because a man, when they're looking for their wife, they're not looking for the woman who has 4 different baby daddies. And that is what I mean when I talk about living your life, going through life with the mentality of, what I do now affects my future. What I post now will affect if I get a husband or not, if I get married or not. The amount of partners I have right now will affect the type of person that I attract when I am ready to settle down and when I am ready to be somebody's wife. There needs to be more, I I suppose the best word is self-respect, because you can't tell me that you respect yourself, respect your womb, and respect your deep, true desires when you sit here and you lay with all these men and make babies with all these men, and then sit here and cry and post on the internet and call yourself exposing a good father. That you can't tell me you respect yourself. And something tells me that based off how much this video has blown up and gone viral, that this woman is embarrassed. And if she's not embarrassed, then I truly question her. That she is embarrassed that this is what she's going through, because it was 100% avoidable. It was 100% avoidable. I dropped a little statistic for y'all. Now, I understand that this statistic was based off a 2011 survey that was taken, but y'all, only 5, based off this study this survey that was taken in 2011, only 5% of married men have been reported to abandon their family. So do some math with me real quick. That means that 95% of married men never leave their family, never abandon their kids. They don't fall into that stereotypical baby daddy nonsense. You need to marry before you carry, so you avoid this. Because at the end of the day, not only is it embarrassing, think about the children. All right? Think about what's going on in that household. And y'all don't think about that. Y'all don't ever think about, okay, what could potentially happen if I have 1 kid, then 2 kids, and now I have 3. 2 of those children's fathers just fall off the face of the earth, don't do nothing, and now only 1 child has an active dad. Y'all think it's crazy with this food? What the hell y'all think goes down when it comes Christmas time? To me, this looks like a father that always provides for his kid and always has. Based off the fact that it wasn't a Happy Meal and it was a burger, some fries, and some drink, this child is, not pretty old, but definitely at least 7 or older. If he's able to pick up the phone and say, "Daddy, mama ain't feeding me, there ain't no food in this house, I need some food," he's not a little baby. So how do you think Christmas time works in their household? Because I guarantee you that this kid right here probably gets clothes and the nice gaming system and the nice pair of shoes. And his siblings don't get that, because his siblings have to go and work off of whatever extra income mom has. And if mom don't have the extra income to feed them, how do you think Christmas time works? Or do y'all not think about that? Because I'm here for a good time, not a long time, and I'm not thinking about longevity. I'm not thinking about the future of my children, and I'm not thinking about the legacy. We really, 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 really need to take these things into consideration and truthfully marry before we carry. Now, I'm tired of hearing people say, "Well, Meli, not everybody wants to be married." What the hell you mean not everybody wants to be married? So you mean to tell me that when you with Boo-Boo or whoever you with, whatever his name is, whatever y'all nickname y'all got for each other, and y'all been together for 5 years, what is that? That's a committed relationship, right? What is a marriage? It's a committed relationship, but with additional benefits. All right? So you can't sit here and tell me, "Well, I don't want to be married," but then you've been dating, you've been a forever girlfriend for the past 6 years. You wasting your time. If you truly don't want to be married and don't want marriage, you're not going to commit to no man. You're not going to call yourself committing to no man. That's just not how it's going to work. So let's be honest with ourselves. It's always the women who say, "Well, not everybody wants to be married," that simply don't have what it takes because they don't want to change their mindset. Or because now they have 3, 4, 5, 6 kids and their options for husbands is slim to none. Because let me tell you something, if I was a man, honey, you're going to have to come to me child free. Because I'm not taking care of another man's responsibilities. That's not my legacy. That's not my child. So we really need to think about these things. And especially with this recent overturning of Roe v. Wade, ladies, there is no easy out anymore for a lot of states. So what does that mean? Before you sit here and get outraged at what I'm about to say, before you sit here and say, oh my gosh, Meli, how could you say that? This goes back to accountability. All right? This goes back to accountability. You cannot take an easy out anymore. So Stacy, who done had 3, 4, 5 abortions now because she don't like contraceptives and she don't like condoms, what are you gonna do? It's time that we really acknowledge, okay, I need to be selective with my partner. I need to be selective with who I lay with, who I allow to enter my body raw, because pregnancy is too much to go through with no real commitment. That's crazy. Okay? That is absolutely crazy. I think about my first pregnancy and my second pregnancy. My second pregnancy so far has been a bit more difficult than the first one. And I find myself looking at my husband like, bro, this a lot. I'm going through a lot right now. But I'm happy to, and I'll do it again. I'll do it again. I'll do it one more time. I'll do it 2 more times. I'll do it 3 more times. As many times as my body will allow me to. Because he's committed to me. He's committed to our family. Okay? I'm giving him the highest honor. His legacy. Y'all ladies are giving these ain't shit men legacies that they don't even care about. And now you're stuck to handle the mess. Now you're stuck to struggle. And that's not right. That's not right that you're doing this to yourself. And then looking at everybody else like, man, this dude don't do nothing for me. He don't help me. And you're making it other people's problems when it's not, honey. At the end of the day, who carries the child? We do. Whose garden is the seed planted into? Ours. Whose responsibility is it to pick up the slack? Because what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Are you going to sit here and be like, oh, I ain't got no help, and then just say, well, if he not going to help me, then to hell with this baby just going to struggle? Huh? You step up and you do what you got to do, because that is how it works. All right? That is simply how it works. And there's no changing that. As long as, which I don't foresee this changing anytime soon, but as long as women carry the children and men implant the seed, this is how it's going to be. It may not be fair. Of course, I understand, 2 people make a baby, 2 people should take care of it. But this is where it comes into play. You need to know how to properly vet men. Like I said in my earlier post, don't have a child by the dude who don't take care of his current kids. Don't have a child by the dude who, he's already got 2, 3, 4 other baby mamas and has not committed to any of them, because the likelihood of him committing to you and y'all being a big happy family is slim to none. And you need to be realistic with yourself. You cannot think that the relationship that you're in that is toxic and filled with emotional turmoil from day 1 to day 234 is going to result in a big happy family. That's not how it works. And you are setting yourself up for straight disappointment. And you're setting your child up for dysfunction. Y'all really need to listen to my message. Because not only do I live by what I say, well, I live by what I say and I practice what I preach, and I always have. All right, I've always, if you personally know me, you know that I have always said, girl, I ain't nobody baby mama. That title does not fit me. I'm somebody's wife. And so right now, I'm speaking to the women who don't have children yet, or the women who maybe have 1 child. All right? Unfortunately, my message doesn't really go too far for the women who already have 3 children by several different men, or, you know. But something's got to change. Because at the end of the day, it's our children who suffer. It's our sons who suffer. It's our daughters who suffer.
Yeah.
And hurt people just hurt people.
Yeah.
I know it sounds so cliche, but that's how it works. Okay, honey. Yeah, that's my baby, y'all. He grown now. He talks now. Say, hey, look at him. Does he look like me? I think he looks like me. Say cheese. Cheese. Oh yeah, that's my baby. Oh yeah. But I want to thank you all for tuning in to this video. Like I said, you know, this is going to be a big one. This may ruffle a few feathers, but that's all right. You know, you got to come out with a bang, right? So, having said that, if you agree with me, let me know. If you disagree with me, also let me know. Leave me a comment below. Share this video. And really give me your opinion, because if you ask me, I'm not wrong. Now, like I said, you know, there's different opinions about the situation and how he could have handled it. A lot of people are saying, well, it wouldn't have hurt him to buy food for those other children, because at the end of the day, those are his siblings. But where does it stop? You do it one time, you got to do it every time. You go ahead and you go get your child the Big Mac meal, and you go get his siblings the little cheeseburgers or whatever, and there's still going to be some animosity. So if you ask me, the solution to this issue, the solution to this problem is until mom gets it together, and mom isn't depending on food stamps and making it other people's problems, Dad, go get your son. Because if you ask me, if I'm a father, and my son has called me now once, twice, and told me, Dad, there's no food here. I need you to come bring me some food and feed me. Because Mom, there's no food. I'm hungry. I'm at the courthouse the very next day. If it's a weekend, I'm there Monday morning, 7 a.m. And that's exactly what this father needs to do. He needs to go to his local courthouse and go get custody of his child. And Mom, you did him a favor. You made his case, because you just proved that you cannot handle it. That you cannot financially handle your responsibility. Y'all can learn something from this. Alright? She called herself bashing him and exposing him when really she exposed herself, honey. And that's just how the cookie crumbles. So like I said, leave me a comment, send me a DM, react to my video, share my video. Let me know how you feel. Until then, I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye. Can you say bye? Oh yeah. Bye everyone.